Brian Ritzner here. Today I wanted to share with you this um, what watch out the legal issues. Uh, Best way to live life, really, or in doing any business, is to do uh, the clean operation that you never really have to use lawyers. And not gonna rip somebody off, have robust insurance in case some kind of frivolous lawsuits happened. That the insurance company will take care of it. But then once in a while, there is somebody you might encounter is malevolent, or you just made a mistake. You thought it's not a big deal, but it turned out to be a big deal, and in that type of situation, then what can you do? You can't really fight within the system without representation. So you have to go with a lawyer. Now that's not really worth it. Or maybe you are getting into some sort of like relationship problems, and you might have to use a lawyer. But then we really have to think about this. Once the lawyer is involved in any case, it'll be a minimum of quite expense, which you might be able to use it to do something good. And then you might be able to take care of the issue a lot quicker without the lawyer, if both of the party can be a little bit reasonable. But sometimes it cannot be reasonable. Then you have to hire a lawyer. What you're gonna do? What's the criteria, right? Because if you hire the wrong one, A, incompetent, B, unethical, C, ignorant, then you're screwed. Not just screwed by the system or the people who you are dealing with, or agency that they're dealing with. You'll get screwed over by the lawyer. So what's the best? What's the criteria here? So actually, I had a few great lawyers, and they really saved some of save the situations to the best case scenario. It doesn't involve me in either case, but then one involved with my family, and the other one involved with other situation. But then both lawyers performed excellently, and I use this kind of system, like make sure that you just don't blindly trust whoever. Do the due diligence, check the reference, talk to the one, and making sure that they're that the billing process is honest. I'll give you a couple of the examples, so you might be able to avoid some of the issues. It's really case by case, so you have to do real due diligence. So one lawyer is we hired for a certain case, right? But then he wasn't really that expert at it. He just, he kind of know about this situation, and So he wasn't quite into like a specific lawyer to the relevant case, but he said, okay, I can do it. Very charming guy, and he was referred by somebody and that type of things. First rule is don't just believe somebody's referral. Okay, I mean, you cannot trust somebody's referral. You always have to double check. Actually, my sister was a like friend's referral, and before I say okay, he was already hired by my sister. But anyways, completely unprofessional. So I fired this guy because the way he do things is just not good. He wasn't really directly addressing the problem. He was more like, okay, how are you gonna avoid the issue? So just kind of hide and seek, like. And I say, why? There's nothing to hide. It's just present our case to in a direct way, and they just deal with it that way. And he's like, nah, it's better to hide, whatever. I said, you're just a coward. So I fired the guy, and then he sent me a bill, right? Like so there's a retainer. You usually have to give them a retainer. So it was a $5,000. He didn't do shit. So I look at the all these like charges. This guy charged for like $250 to sipping a coffee in the air in the air, right? So when he was flying, he was sipping coffee and he was thinking about our case, and he charged us like $250. And that kind of bullshit charge adds up, and then I don't think he refunded us or anything. Or maybe he might, if he did, probably like a few $100. But what a piece of shit, But then there is a lot of those. But then I said there's a good ones as well. But good one is not enough. It has to be competent. And then the competent one, I'll tell you about who is competent as a lawyer. The lawyers who are competent are the one who actually being really connected to the judicial system. I mean, judicial system is not really just bureaucratic, impersonal system. It has a lot of like a personal relationship going on. So the lawyers know the prosecutors, prosecutor know the judge, whatever. People whoever the lawyer who are really good generally knows a lot of people, and they have a good reputation. So people who so that let's say judge or prosecutor, if you hire a certain lawyer, they'll say, okay, yeah, I know this guy, he's a reasonable guy, we'll work things out, and then case just gonna get dropped or dismissed or something along the line. Some good lawyer can do it or make it a lot simpler. Okay, so that's that. And another one I wanted to talk about is this guy, right? So I knew that the problem wasn't that big a deal. Okay, generally speaking, like when some money involves, like for instance, like government involves, the problem is like where the money came from. If it came from like drugs or whatever, then it's a problem. But then if not, it's more like a paperwork issues, or like you're laundering money and things of nature. Unless it's not that, then it's not really a big deal. So I know the case wasn't that big deal, but it was a big deal in the sense of misunderstanding, because if the states misunderstood that your side has the money coming from is some illegitimate sources, then that's a huge red flag. I mean, you can go to like seriously like a serious years of the jail time if such a case happens. So I contacted him several lawyers, and I checked all the credentials. And the one lawyer stood up like 10 out of 10 reviews, and graduate from Harvard and all that, like a, best in a sense. So I called a guy and told him like, hey, like this is such and such a problem, and yeah, we don't have much money, so can you help? And this guy said like this. He said, yeah, I can take care of your issue, no problem. But you have to pay me $250,000. And when I heard that number, I was like, I couldn't believe my ear. Did this guy just say $250,000? I mean, this is worse. What this guy's asking is worse than what the state is trying to, like, trying to uh, give up problems to us. And he was like, you know what, like, as if we don't have any choice. Super arrogant. And I was like, yeah, this guy is fucking piece of shit, really. Yeah. So there are a lot of those. Just watch out. Credential doesn't really matter. Like what kind of like school you went to, like as a lawyer. At the end of the day, your personality, right? I mean, the guy who actually helped us out is like a really, really great guy. And he was like, yeah, you understand, this is not a really big deal. Sorry that you got caught up with a misunderstanding by the state. So he said, okay, yeah, I can do it for like $5,000, like retainer. And he diligently worked on it. It took a while, and any litigation takes time, like years, really, like 3 years minimum. So it's just if possible, just do everything by the book, and don't get into issues. But in any case, we took care of it with $5,000. What a difference. $5,000, one lawyer took care of everything. $250,000. And then the other one, 5,000, they don't do shit. They're sipping coffee, whatever. Yeah, but this is the world we live in, right? I mean, we can't get around this. Even if you look at like doctors, right? Some doctors are like, really, you shouldn't never touch people's body. Like, I mean, they just give out the pills to whatever, and or completely incompetent, but trying to operate somebody's body and then botched it up and make it worse. I mean, whatever they see is just to put the screw in, and there's a lot of you could actually fix it with a more like a holistic method, but then because it makes money, right? I mean, each time you do surgery, you get insurance payment like tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes hundreds. So, I mean, there are so many, in a sense, corrupt professionals. So you have to really watch out. And the same thing goes with. I mean, there's a lot of this kind of videos online, so I don't have to really talk about it. But whatever you want, like let's say if you want to make money, or what if you want to look good, like a fit, or that type of things. There are so many scams. So the jungle is out there. So I want you to be kind of informed, like whatever the story I gave you. Hopefully, some of the ideas you have, and that you can incorporate and protect yourself, and then you can focus your time to the more productive manner. That's the whole point of this one. Thank you for watching. Please share your ideas in the comment section below to help each other, and hit like and the subscribe buttons so you get notified of the next video. See you next time.